little by little, it's just like just keeping him alive, making sure he's not forgotten. Until we get justice, you know, we can only hold on to that for right now, you know.
All new tonight, a Buffalo mother is speaking out more than 2 years after her son was killed in a hit and run. You may have seen this sign on Niagara Street. It's in honor of 21-year-old Allen Angel Ruiz, who was hit and killed while skateboarding there. Just last month, the driver of the car pleaded guilty to manslaughter. Tonight, Buffalo reporter Althea Castro-De-La-Mata spoke to Ruiz's mother about how she's now feeling ahead of the driver's sentencing later this summer.
More than 2 years ago, Allen Angel Ruiz was killed in a hit and run right here on Niagara Street. Now his family is speaking up after the man accused of hitting Ruiz and leaving the scene recently pleaded guilty. Today, his loved ones are speaking about the long journey to justice and the impact his loss continues to have on their family.
Allen was a very smart boy. He was very bright. He was full of life. I could go on, but I don't find words to express.
For more than 2 years, Elena Hernandez and her family have been mourning the loss of Allen Angel Ruiz.
I was baffled, you know. He was supposed to be on his way home.
Ruiz's mother tells me her 21-year-old son was returning home from his first day of work at Sonic when 29-year-old Brian Borth from Tonawanda hit him from behind. Ruiz was on his skateboard. Investigators say Borth was speeding and under the influence of drugs and alcohol and left the scene.
There's not enough jail time that he deserved that is going to amount to it.
Police tracked him down that night, but he was later released on bail. It wasn't until last October, 17 months later, that he was indicted on charges of manslaughter and vehicular manslaughter.
Such a disgusting person that he was by leaving him there, not turning back for 17 months, not saying I did this or take accountability for what he has done and what he's put my family through.
Borth pleaded guilty last month and will be sentenced in August. But for Hernandez, justice in a courtroom will never replace the son she lost.
I really don't care what he pleads to, you know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, he took my son's life. So it doesn't matter how many counts of whatever he got, it's not going to amount to my kid not being here anymore.
She says the pain of losing her son, a loving young man who touched the lives of everyone around him, is just as strong today as it was the day he died.
For the beautiful person he was, for his smile, for his laughter, for his vulnerability, for his honesty. Like, he was humble. He wasn't a bad kid. He was only 21. He just started his life.
Hernandez says she's sharing her son's story with a message for drivers. Slow down, pay attention, and remember that in an instant, a life can change forever.
People have to be very cautious in the street and the drinking and the driving, watching where they're going when there's people, kids. There could have been anybody, not even just my son. It could have been anybody. And they would have been sitting in the same spot I'm sitting, trying to explain what it feels like when I can't.
Althea Castro-De-La-Mata, 7 News, Buffalo.